Attention hangover sufferers. Ever felt like this after a few alcoholic drinks? Well, you're not the only one. I'm about to tell you an incredible story about the civilized world's oldest problem and how one college student accidentally discovered the secret to solve that problem. It's a journey that takes us from ancient Mesopotamia, where it is theorized alcohol was first made by our ancestors, through thousands of years of human history, right up to this moment, via a small town in Pennsylvania and another small town in southern Florida, where I am right now. So buckle your seatbelt. It will be a short but wild ride, and totally worth the price of admission, which is free, by the way. Now let me ask you a question. Have you ever had a hangover? The kind that is so painful that you feel like you're going to die? That hangover that pounds on your brain, strains every cell of your body, and makes you want to crawl under a rock and die? Yeah, been there. What a waste of time. You end up calling out of work and laying on the couch all day? Or worse, you go to work and you know in your heart that you're the most worthless person there. But what if you could live in a world where you can enjoy a few drinks tonight and still wake up feeling like $1,000,000 tomorrow? What if you could party with friends at a bar this evening and get up tomorrow and actually be productive? And what if all the while you were protecting your body and your liver while enjoying a few drinks and living life to the fullest? How great would that be? Sound impossible? Well, it's not. That's the incredible secret that I'm going to share with you. How many times have you had a work function or a dinner party that left you balled up in a heap of anguish for half of your Saturday or Sunday? Maybe even the whole day? You know it's happened once or twice. Maybe not every weekend. We're not in college anymore. But at least a few times a year. Think about all the time you missed getting things done, all the workouts you could have done at the gym, and all those missed chances to enjoy time with your family. Not to mention the damage to your body. Now don't get me wrong. I'm not saying I think you should quit drinking. Drinking alcohol can be fun. It's a tradition built into nearly every human culture on the planet. Let's face it, you can't live forever. And some studies even show that moderate alcohol consumption may help you live longer. Keep in mind, we are talking about moderate social drinking. Binge drinking is never acceptable. Neither is drunk driving, obviously. Aside from that, it might not even be your fault that you get hungover. It's not like they teach this secret to avoiding hangovers at college. They probably should hire me, but they couldn't afford that. Plus, these days with all the high-octane craft beer, so many wine labels to choose from, and flavored liquors like Fireball, it's never been easier to get a hangover. And it only gets worse with age. Newsflash, you are not getting any younger, and neither am I. Here's my promise to you. I'm about to share the #1 secret to avoid hangovers, like every time. And it's all natural, safe, effective, and good for your health, even if you don't drink alcohol. So, who was that college student who solved one of the world's oldest and most annoying problems? The hangover? It's me. Hi, my name is Andy Bennett. My friends call me AB. I'm your typical Irish-American guy. My mom's father emigrated from Ireland, and, as you probably heard, the Irish like a few drinks. I'm no different. No judgment here, you don't have to apologize to me. We're on the same team. My mission is to share this incredible secret with the world to improve the lives of everyone on the planet who enjoys a few alcoholic beverages. Between my obsession with this mission and my 10 years of research into the science of hangovers, many people have taken to calling me the hangover pill guy. Let's get one thing out of the way. I'm not a doctor. I can't rely on some fancy degree on the wall to influence you. I just have to rely on the amazing science behind this breakthrough. Mind you, I do have a degree on the wall, but I'm also not a scientist, even though I did hire some of the smartest ones on the planet to help me. Although, I think astrophysicist Neil deGrasse Tyson would say that all humans are born scientists. A scientist is a person who sees a problem, uses observations to come up with a theory, and then tests that theory scientifically to arrive at a solution. I'm really just a dreamer who thinks outside the box. and I accidentally discovered the secret that changes everything when it comes to hangovers. I also spent a decade researching the problem, testing supplements, and writing over 1,000 articles online about health, nutrition, fitness, and anti-aging. Now, I was pretty blessed when I was younger. I barely got hangovers at all. Some of us are remarkably good at recovering from alcohol consumption. Some of us are not. We all know that guy or girl that drinks everyone under the table and never gets hungover. Well, they are part of the hint that led me to this incredible breakthrough. I was never that guy, but it used to be a lot better. Then, all of a sudden, like a plague of hellfire raining from the sky, in my late 20s, everything changed for me. I hit the wall. I started to get these awful hangovers like never before. I remember it so clearly. I was living in Los Angeles at the time. I'd been out with one of my best friends from childhood. He's actually an amazing actor and stand-up comedian now. We stayed out all night at the bars and then hit our usual breakfast spot. When I finally woke up the next morning, I had a crushing hangover. Like the worst of my life. I rolled out of bed, his couch actually, and said, "Want to go to lunch?" I'll never forget his reply. "More like dinner," he said. When I looked at the clock, I couldn't believe it. We had slept the entire day away. Okay, sure, we should not have stayed out so late drinking that much, but I hate wasting time. I consider myself a very motivated and productive person. Laying around all day just isn't my style. I've been a soccer player, athlete, powerlifter, and entrepreneur throughout my life, and I also believe in carpe diem, seize the day. Hard to do from the couch when you're hungover. Right then and there, I resolved to take on the hangover and win. I would declare my independence from hangovers forever, one way or another. Only thing is, like I said, the hangover is like one of the civilized world's oldest problems. So where to start? Well, I had two questions. First, I needed to figure out what really causes hangovers. The real cause. Not all the hearsay, folk remedies, and BS. I wanted the real science. And secondly, I wanted to know why some people get hangovers worse than others. Why did 28-year-old me suffer when 21-year-old me would be laughing in my face? What had changed? This was the real key to the breakthrough. Suddenly I thought back to a late-night discussion I had with a biochemist friend at Slippery Rock University, that small town in Pennsylvania. She had told me that what really causes a hangover is a specific toxin from alcohol called acetaldehyde, or ALD for short. You don't have to believe me. I'll prove that to you in a moment. But acetaldehyde is up to 30 times more toxic than the alcohol you drank in the first place. Known as the hangover toxin, it damages everything it touches in your body, and the side effects include nausea, vomiting, headache, and liver damage. Sounds like a hangover to me. What about you? The answer to the second question has to do with liver enzymes. People who have more of them, like young people for example, recover much faster. These enzymes help the liver to clear the hangover toxin more quickly, so that you don't suffer as long from the toxic buildup of that nasty acetaldehyde chemical. The epiphany was simple, but powerful. To paraphrase Albert Einstein, if you had only 60 minutes to solve a life or death problem, you should spend 55 of those minutes figuring out what is the right question to ask that will lead to a solution. Once you ask the right question, the answers come much easier. And they did. Before we go a step further, you need to understand one important thing. This is the proof for the secret to avoiding hangovers that I mentioned above. You might want to take a few notes. It'll be quick and painless, but in about 2 minutes or less, you will be one of the only people who truly understands how hangovers work. Most medical professionals study this for like one chapter back in nursing or med school. Unless they are liver specialists, they have probably forgotten this. In fact, a few of my customers are doctors, and of course they were very skeptical, but they all come back amazed. and demanding to know how the quote-unquote magic works. Of course, it's not magic at all. It's just science. Here we go. Whether you drink beer, wine, or liquor, it's all ethanol. When it enters your bloodstream, it goes to the liver to be metabolized. Step 1, ethanol meets the liver enzyme ADH, or alcohol dehydrogenase, which creates the deadly hangover toxin, acetaldehyde. Step 2, acetaldehyde meets another liver enzyme called ALDH2, which then makes the harmless byproduct called acetic acid, or acetate, which is similar to harmless vinegar. It also makes carbon dioxide and water as part of that same reaction. And that, folks, is how it works every time you drink alcohol. Think about what your body just did. It took mildly toxic ethanol and turned it into something deadly, acetaldehyde. Then it took that nasty stuff, the hangover toxin, and it made it into something harmless that can be recycled in the body for energy. See how amazing your body is? If you couldn't do this, you could drop dead from 1 or 2 drinks. Thank you, liver. Some people don't believe that acetaldehyde is the primary cause of hangovers, but I'll prove it to you right now. See, certain ethnicities have a mutated version of the liver enzyme that breaks down that toxic acetaldehyde, and people with this affliction are prone to flushing or blushing when they drink. It's often called Asian blush because it affects a lot of Asians. Their face turns red and it's really embarrassing. They might not even be drunk at all, but their faces tell a different tale. The reason for this is that their liver enzymes are failing to break down that nasty acetaldehyde chemical. And we humans only have a limited number of detox systems. Think about how we measure blood alcohol levels through the urine, sweat, breath, as in breathalyzers, or blood. This is because we eliminate toxins through our liver and kidneys, our lungs, and our skin. When the liver fails them, their skin attempts to flush the poison out, causing the inflammation and redness or flushing of the skin. And yes, we have many customers who suffer from this red face phenomenon, and they claim our secret helps them to avoid the embarrassment of the red face when they drink alcohol. In the most extreme version of this affliction, these people can get fall down drunk or violently ill after only a couple of drinks. Many theorize that this is why Native Americans have struggled with alcoholism. See how important liver enzymes are? Now let me ask you another question. What if you could increase your liver enzymes? Do you think that would help your body detox alcohol and its byproduct acetaldehyde that much faster? You bet it would. So my goal was to figure out how to help our bodies break down the toxic acetaldehyde faster. All we had to do was to find the all-natural ingredients that would do this. Remember, the faster we can go from acetaldehyde to harmless acetic acid, the better we will feel tomorrow morning. Then, one of our formulators stumbled upon a game-changing, rock-star ingredient known as Japanese raisin extract. It's also known as Oriental raisin tree or Hovenia dulcis. It's an amazing superfood. It's also nothing new. It's actually very old. It's one of the most popular hangover remedies and liver detox ingredients in the Eastern world. It helps our livers to produce more of the needed enzymes for detoxifying the alcohol and the acetaldehyde. More specifically, the ALDH2 enzymes that our bodies need for turning deadly acetaldehyde into harmless acetic acid. So how do we know it works? First of all, my team discovered 2 gold standard human studies showing the safety and efficacy of Japanese raisin for helping to break down acetaldehyde up to 60% faster or more. So we took that same extract used in the most impressive study and put it into our formula. Based on the science, I expected great things, but I never could have been prepared for how well this stuff actually works. Now, this is not some herb that you have to take for 3 to 4 weeks to feel an effect. You will take it tonight and feel the difference tomorrow. Who else in the industry can say that? In my 10 plus years of supplement research, I have never seen or experienced anything like it. So, if this stuff is so great, why do more people not know about it? Good question. First of all, they do. This secret is well known in the Eastern world and has been for centuries, probably more like thousands of years. It is part of many health systems that predate modern medicine, including traditional Chinese medicine. Somehow, this secret was lost in translation between the East and the West. It's virtually unknown in America, which is very sad, especially because the United States is such a melting pot of cultures with strong drinking traditions. Think about the Germans, the British, us Irish, the Italians, the French, the Polish, and Russians. I could go on, but I won't. It's a tragedy. Japanese raisin is safe, effective, and all natural. Meanwhile, all of us have been suffering with hangovers that could have been avoided for hundreds of years. Now, I don't believe in conspiracy theories per se, but there probably are a lot of people who don't want you to know about this secret. Whether they know it or not, most so-called experts are lying to you. They will tell you that hangovers are caused by dehydration, inflammation, free radicals, or even sugar. All of these things can make your hangover worse, but they are not the primary cause. Think about this. Going to the beach or playing recreational sports on a hot day can cause dehydration. But does that feel like a hangover? No, of course not. We constantly have free radicals and inflammation in our bodies. But does that make you feel hungover? No. Acetaldehyde toxicity is the primary cause, and we finally know how to help. Meanwhile, our so-called competitors fill their products up with things like B vitamins, electrolytes, caffeine, painkillers, or random antioxidants. Not that all of those things are bad, but you probably have most of them in your house already. For example, your very best source of vitamins is nutritious food, no matter what anyone tries to tell you. Food also contains all the electrolytes you will ever need. Eat a banana or drink some coconut water, and you will never need Gatorade or Pedialyte. Not to mention, water comes right out of the tap. Of course, I prefer fancy filtered water, but even that is debatable. Want caffeine to perk you up? Don't you have coffee at home? There's a Starbucks, Dunkin', or Mickey D's on every corner. There's also a robust energy drink industry vying to give you a quick buzz for only a couple bucks. I'm also guessing you have aspirin, ibuprofen, or some other OTC painkiller right in your medicine cabinet. Let's say you don't. You're a space alien who just landed on Earth for some nightlife and you ended up hungover. You can purchase all of the above easily at low cost. So why do so many people still get hangovers if all of these things work so well? And why the heck would I try to upsell you something you already have? I wouldn't. The difference with us is that we have integrity and we focus on the science. That science says the Japanese raisin actually targets the root cause of the problem. Of course, you could also pay some shady hangover bus to have an off-duty nurse jam a needle in your arm and rehydrate you. But that doesn't address the damage to your body or the acetaldehyde buildup in the liver. It also costs a few $100s. No, thank you. So I knew in my heart that if we did it the right way and just created the best and most scientifically proven product on the market, we would win because nobody else is doing it. And that is exactly what we did. Our customers regularly purchase 3, 4, or even 8 boxes at a time. They give them away as gifts or take them to weddings, bachelorette parties, and other events or on vacation. We even gave away over 30,000 samples to prove ourselves in the most skeptical market imaginable. Now the product is literally flying off the shelves. The bottom line is that it works. But don't take my word for it. Listen to what people are saying about Intox-Detox in their own words. And not a trace of a hangover in sight. Vicky E. Hey Andy, it was so nice meeting you yesterday. I woke up this morning feeling great. I must say, I was totally skeptical about your product and actually didn't think it would work. However, I stand corrected and would absolutely use it again. Amy A. Damn, gotta say, wow. I don't think I will be drinking without this again. Yeah, definitely won't. I feel like I didn't even have a drink. What kind of sorcery is this? Glenn M. Hey Andy, I tried Intox-Detox this past weekend at a friend's wedding. I also gave a couple of friends samples. And sure enough, none of us woke up with hangovers. Felt great the next morning. Mayhole G. Took my package yesterday for my last night at the beach and woke up without a hangover. Love it. Andrea H. I took Intox-Detox before I went out for my friend's bachelorette party. Based on how much I drank, I should have woken up feeling like I was hit by a truck. I was very pleased when I woke up and basically just felt tired. I will definitely be taking Intox-Detox before the wedding. Kiera P. I love Intox-Detox. It's gotten to the point where I won't even drink without it anymore. Molly L. Gotta say, Andy, thank you so much for introducing me to Intox-Detox. You totally saved me on New Year's Day. Love the product. Everyone needs to try it. Angela D. Had 2 bottles of wine with friends last night. I was the first one up with the kids this morning. Intox-Detox works. Melanie R. That shit is amazing. You're gonna be a rich man, dude. Like, for real. I trust it 100% now. Miracle, LOL. Tierney S. And that's just a handful of our real-life testimonials. This stuff is great for your health, even if you never even touch a drink of alcohol. And in the modern world, you are constantly being exposed to toxins against your will. Toxins that all have to go somewhere. Most of them through your poor liver. Also, I'll bet you didn't know that alcohol is not the only source of toxic acetaldehyde. Acetaldehyde is also the #1 component of cigarette smoke. So if you know someone who smokes and drinks at the same time, they are getting a huge double dose of the poison. Ever heard of a smoker's hangover? Personally, I have also wondered to myself if there is a correlation between Scotch drinkers who smoke cigars and get esophageal cancer. Just saying. Acetaldehyde also leaches from plastics into food and water. In addition, there are so many hidden benefits to Japanese raisin. It is a superfood, chock full of antioxidants that neutralize free radical toxins in the body. The science also says that it may help you get deeper sleep, especially when drinking. One of the top reasons for feeling run down the morning after alcohol consumption, besides the acetaldehyde, is that alcohol interrupts deep REM sleep, and that's when most of your detox, recovery, and regeneration actually occurs. Our customers have reported sleeping deeper and waking up more rested. But don't forget to set your alarm if you have to work the next day. Sure, I hate hangovers and I wanted to solve the problem. But what is probably the most important discovery of all for us is that Japanese raisin helps to protect your liver. That means you can take it proactively before you drink as a healthy countermeasure to balance the fun you have while moderately drinking alcohol. That was the moment when I realized we truly had something special. We were never going to be a hangover pill company. We are a health company that educates people about how the liver works and how to protect one of your most important organs. Mind you, we are also a health company that parties, and we like to live life to the fullest. Allow me to formally introduce you to our amazing secret. It's called Intox-Detox. It's the only alcohol recovery formula on the market that contains the 2 ingredients clinically proven to both protect your liver and help avoid the misery of the morning after drinking when taken before or during alcohol consumption. Instead of waiting until the damage is done the next morning, you take it before you drink to fortify your liver and detox, recover, and protect your body from the damaging effects of booze. It's also safe, effective, clinically proven, all-natural, non-GMO, gluten-free, vegan, caffeine-free, and made in America for your peace of mind. It's the culmination of 10 years of my personal research, $500,000 of my family's money, and the potent combination of the wisdom of traditional Chinese medicine and the latest in groundbreaking dietary supplement research. I'll bet you're wondering to yourself, what's the second clinically proven ingredient in Intox-Detox? We can't get anything past you. I referred to Japanese raisin earlier as the rock star. So, if we continue that analogy, this next ingredient would be the head of security, helping to protect you from the bad guys that want to get in and damage your body. It's called SETRIA L-GLUTATHIONE. The Doctors TV show featured SETRIA not long ago and called it the body's master antioxidant because of its many important healthful benefits. SETRIA is a patented, safe, and all-natural antioxidant that protects the skin, our major organs, and especially the liver. It also plays a direct role in breaking down acetaldehyde, that nasty hangover toxin we learned about earlier. God forbid, but when someone gets alcohol poisoning or overdoses on acetaminophen, also known as Tylenol, they rush them to the ER and give them an IV of glutathione or its precursors to save that person's life. That's how important this stuff is. Now, SETRIA has been proven to increase your levels of this life-saving antioxidant by up to 35%. Taking Intox-Detox daily delivers a clinical dosage to help increase glutathione levels and enhance your immune system, detox your liver, and promote anti-aging. In the spirit of full transparency, have a look at the Intox-Detox label. A lot of companies hide theirs because they're afraid you'll realize that they are all marketing and no science. On the contrary, we are all science and very little marketing, which means no BS. You'll notice that we also include green tea extract and Korean red Panax ginseng, but probably not for the reasons that you think. Japanese raisin is the rock star. SETRIA is security. These two ingredients are like the posse that round out the formula and add even more power and synergy to Intox-Detox. Let's look at each ingredient one at a time. Green tea. Most people think of fat burning and energy, but green tea is also loaded with antioxidants to fight free radicals. This small dose is powerful, but delivers only about 10 milligrams of caffeine, which is about the same as a decaf cup of coffee. We added it to Intox-Detox because preliminary research suggests green tea further boosts antioxidant glutathione levels and may play a role in protecting the body and eliminating toxic acetaldehyde. Korean red Panax ginseng. This is also not for energy, though it can help to balance the body and energize through non-stimulant pathways. That means it also does not have any caffeine. It's so popular in South Korea that they actually make liquor from Panax ginseng. And the people that drink it claim that it doesn't give them hangovers. Well, that's no surprise to us because we have seen the research that shows that Panax ginseng may also help detox the hangover toxin known as acetaldehyde. And that is it. Intox-Detox contains no preservatives, additives, flavors, colors, or binders. Nothing but the active herbal ingredients, except for vegan capsules, which are made from plants. Intox-Detox has an amazing shelf life of 2 years, despite being all natural, with no preservatives. Now think back on all those painful mornings when you suffered from hangovers, all the times you had to scrape yourself out of bed and get to work, all the missed workouts at the gym, the regret of sleeping on the couch when you could be outside playing with your kids, catching up on home projects, or even grabbing brunch with some old friends. Order me a mimosa, please. What has the cost of hangovers been to your life? The biggest cost of all is time. It's the one commodity you can't get more of no matter how rich or famous you are. Intox-Detox gives you back the time you would have lost by speeding up your liver function safely and naturally. You get to skip all the pain and misery and just get back to living your life. Intox-Detox is also convenient and easy to use. The single-serving blister packs easily fit into a pocket, purse, or gym bag, so that you are always ready whenever a party breaks out. Simply take the entire pack of vegan capsules with water before or during drinking alcohol to detox, recover, and protect your body and wake up feeling great. You take care of the intox, and we'll take care of the detox. And when it comes to speed, no product on the market has ever worked as fast or as well as Intox-Detox. You have to experience it for yourself to believe it. It's the only product that you can take tonight and feel the difference tomorrow. Intox-Detox is your secret weapon so that you can go out and have fun, even on a work night, and wake up feeling rested and ready to go. Party it up tonight and wake up tomorrow and get stuff done. You can also protect your liver at the same time so that you can keep having fun without worrying about damaging your body. Just remember, this is a healthful product and we would never encourage binge drinking. Intox-Detox is not for people who abuse alcohol. It's also not intended to treat, diagnose, cure, or prevent any disease. And always remember to check with your physician before you take any dietary supplement. My mission on earth has become to help health-conscious people maintain the delicate balance between living life to the fullest and staying healthy. I believe that balance is one of the most important things in life. That's why we call it Intox-Detox. Too much Intox and you get sick, have to go to rehab, or even die. Too much detox and you have no fun and feel antisocial. Obviously you hate hangovers too, otherwise you wouldn't still be here watching. So let's get to it. What does it cost for a box of Intox-Detox? Well, it's not hundreds of dollars like a needle in the arm on some shady hangover bus. Actually, for less than the price of a drink at any bar in America, you can get a serving of Intox-Detox to protect your body and avoid the misery of all the other drinks you might have for the night. The retail price for 12 single servings of Intox-Detox is $59.88. Now, think about that for a second. That's $4.99 per serving, less than $5. You can't even get a glass of wine for that. You can barely get a beer under $5 anymore. And nothing else on the market will protect you, help avoid the misery of tomorrow, and improve liver and immune function, and all with only one dose. If all Intox-Detox did was to protect your body just a little bit, wouldn't that be worth it? If it shortened the length of your hangover by just a few hours less suffering, and a few more hours of quality time for only $5, wouldn't that be worthwhile? Of course it would. And the reality is that this secret is far more amazing than that. Intox-Detox is the real deal. However, the only way for you to know is to try it. Nothing will change if you don't give it a shot. And it's so good that I'd wager people would pay a lot more than we charge. But because I really want everyone to share in this amazing breakthrough, I'm going to offer an exclusive price right here and now so that no one is excluded. Today, for only $46.99, you can get your box of Intox-Detox shipped to you in 3 days or less anywhere in the United States. We are so confident in Intox-Detox that we stand behind our 100% 30-day money-back guarantee. Use Intox-Detox as many times as you want. Use the whole box. If it doesn't work for you, then you should never have to pay for it. Send it back and we will refund 100% of every penny you spent with no questions asked. Now keep in mind that this offer will not be good forever. Intox-Detox is flying off the shelves, literally, and we are struggling as a small business to keep our inventory up to meet the ever-increasing demand. Order now to make sure you secure the best possible price before we run out. Imagine the next time you head to a party or a happy hour with a few friends. There's nothing more fun than that, but there's nothing worse than a nasty hangover that turns you into the walking dead the next day at work. Imagine a world where you can enjoy yourself tonight and still wake up feeling like $1 million tomorrow. Well, you're welcome. We are proud to share Intox-Detox with you. So click the orange Order Now button below to have your product shipped right now. And now that you're one of us, please join our awesome Intox-Detox Better Tomorrow Facebook group, which is only for current customers. There we share stories, healthy drink recipes, new product samples, discounts, and even event details and party invitations. We would be honored to have you join our growing tribe of people who know the secret to avoiding hangovers. Of course, if you like your hangovers just the way they are, that's your prerogative. It's not about me, it's about you. Honestly, I haven't had a real hangover in over 3 years. I used to get the worst stomach aches I couldn't eat all day. Now, I wake up maybe a little tired, a little dehydrated, but I never feel sick. You could do what I did and suffer through all of the marketing fads and folk remedies that don't really work, but I promise, you won't find anything like Intox-Detox on God's green earth. Of course, there's only one way to find out, and with a risk-free money-back guarantee, why not give it a shot? Intox-Detox is formulated for the moderate social drinker who wants to maintain balance in their life, stay healthy and youthful, and obviously to get a real hangover solution that really works. Thanks for watching this video about my humble story. I'd like to close with a short reminder. I was just a college kid with some crazy ideas. I hated hangovers, and I chose to do something about it. And yeah, maybe I spent too much time obsessing about the subject and laughing a little too loud over a few too many drinks, but it paid off. My mission changed from getting away with those drinks hangover-free to promoting health and helping to create a better tomorrow for everyone, everywhere. I can't think of a better purpose for my life than discovering this amazing secret solution and having the once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to share it with you. So call me AB. I'm the hangover pill guy, and I'll see you at the party. Thanks again, and God bless.